Well, hi, welcome to my latest video. Well, this one's going to be an update on the modifications that I've made to my Praxis test bench, which, if properly configured, could also be a wet bench, but I don't have that in the immediate plans right now, but you never know. I'll start with the first thing I can show you with the top on, which includes a motherboard and PC and video card, of course, that I'm currently been testing, getting ready for another video. Well, I added a new fan here. I replaced the one that I had with a white PWM fan. The one I had before was much cheaper than this. This is actually one of the higher end fans, and that's what I think something like this will need, because if I'm using it for extensive testing, it might get quite hot, and I'd like to have this fan which can be oriented in any position and cool any part of the system. So that's the first thing I'll show. Now let me go ahead and take off this top with the motherboard, and I'll show you some of the other changes that I made inside. Okay? Okay, I believe I showed it last time, but I didn't show all the cabling to it, which is the power supply. So the power supply is down here. I've got it set with the correct modular cables to support the type of equipment that I plan on plugging in here. I have the cables running up, and I have them cable tied at the top. The other thing is this. I actually added a drive caddy. It can have support the 2.5-inch drives, or it can support the 3.5-inch drives. And you just plug right in here. It's very similar to what I have on my other test bench. And I have a single SATA data cable here that's connected to the back of that. And of course the power is connected directly to the appropriate connector on the power supply. As I said, I have all of the cables here routed. A key thing that I added, which is kind of hard to see, is these two lights. What I did is I completely replaced the cable for the front panel. So it has not just the switches, which are now been soldered in place over here so that they don't slip off, which was a problem that I ran into. So I've gone ahead and clipped them and stripped them and soldered them to the appropriate connectors. So this is the power, this one here with the yellow, and the one with the red is the reset. Okay? I also put on a spare Q adapter that comes with some motherboards. In particular, I think this came from one of my Asus motherboards. And I went ahead and used some hot glue to connect it up. So that all I have to do is plug this whole bunch in together, and we have all of the front panel connectors and lights. The two lights are wired down inside the front of this underneath here. Let me lift this up and show you. So you'll actually see them here wired up and connected to the appropriate LEDs, green for power, red for drive activity. So that's what I did there. And it's also got the two wires going over to the switches. That's what this little cable here with the white and yellow in it is. And then all four of those things, the two switches and the two LEDs, are all together in this one ribbon cable, which has multicolor with white as the common for all of them. And then if you look back here, I have used Velcro tape to connect up this speaker and put it into the center of the unused area right here underneath the part that holds the motherboard. It then has this cable here, USB, that I can connect up to the motherboard to actually show that we have sound for some tests that I'd like to do. The other thing is, if you take a look at the sides here, I've done here is I've put U-channel rubber tubing along the side here on both sides so you can grip it without any problem. Now I temporarily have these tie wraps in place just to train it so that it gets the finger grooves. Once I leave that there a couple of months, they'll probably automatically shape to that proper angles as needed for each of the fingers. But it makes it a lot easier then to pick it up. With just the metal was before, it was pretty hard. And that pretty much summarizes the changes that I've made to this unit. Now let me put the top back on with the motherboard and we'll light it up and see what it looks like. Okay, I have it all connected up. Let me turn the power supply on. And we see lights on the motherboard over here. Okay. And now we'll hit the power switch. We'll see what we got. I have the monitor hooked up over here. And I got a keyboard, mouse. Hit the power on switch. And there it goes. It's all lit up. Take a look at the power on light down here. And keep an eye for the the red one for the drive access. I heard the beep. It's coming up. See the drive access now blinking? I even have this one with a drive in there, 240 gig drive, and the power is on that. So we can access that if we wanted to as well. Okay, let me log in here. And there we go. We're up and running here. Let me see if I can find YouTube on my channel. Go into YouTube. And that's YouTube TV. Let me switch back and just get YouTube right here. There's YouTube. Let me go to my channel. And there I am. Let's take a look at the previous video I did on this. I'll click on that.
I chose Wix for my business because of its massive scope for functionality and...
Alright, welcome to my latest video. Well, in this one, I'm going to open up my Primo Chill Praxis WetbenchSX. There we go. Works fine. Stop that. You can hear the sound because I got the speaker in there. You can see the drive being accessed with the red light every so often. There you go. And everything looks just as I wanted. Let me shut this down. And if I wanted to, I could hit the reset switch. But I won't do that right now because I don't want to corrupt Windows. That's only if we hang up, right? So anyway, this is all I wanted to show today. And stick around for my next video where I'll have other PCs on here that you might find a little more interesting than this standard one right now, even though it's got a 3060 Ti on it. I'll be using it for doing specific tests on another video though. Take care.